Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Island. That is the name from the title of the last video that I decided to go with. I honestly don't know how I came up with it, but I guess I was just putting the video together and it just came to mind. So we last left off, this should be episode 17. So in the last episode we worked on the food court and I think we finished it up with just doing this ride that I'm working on right here. And I didn't do anything else off camera or anything, so everything you see is pretty much everything that I played yesterday. I only played for roughly an hour, so this video is probably going to be slightly shorter than the last one. Regardless, I think how I end up doing this ride, the queue line, is honestly pretty interesting because I went and I used some different pieces, and I want to say I used one of the like hanger roof things for it. Regardless, you'll end up seeing how it turns out. I do a little bit of detail on it, and towards the back of it I add some stuff. I was just testing out this to see if it would maybe fit, but I ended up getting rid of it just because it didn't really match, and there were two different types of roof, I guess. I decided to name this ride Hillside Expedition. I believe in the video I just named it Hillside. I knew that was what I wanted to do. I just did a little bit of research, I guess, just to try to find another name to it, because naming it Hillside isn't really, like a roller coaster ride name or anything like that. So, Hillside Expedition, that's pretty much what it is, and I think I ended up getting the excitement rating to very high, which is honestly not what I was expecting, but I will take it. It is probably one of my better rides. It's a bit more smooth. I do a lot more banking and actually use some space for this ride, so I do love the way that it turns out, especially the color scheme that I go with. It just fits it perfectly. Other than that, we do work on some other things. I think adding maybe a flat ride or two, and then another like little drink stop, just because for some reason they aren't going straight downtown, and I'm assuming it's just because of there aren't really rides off that main street. It's not really a main street, but once you walk straight, if you keep walking straight, you know what I mean, going straight to the food court. But regardless, they're sort of avoiding it, and then they're getting thirsty and hungry, so I was just trying to figure out if I should maybe add another area over next to this ride for some drinks or something, and I ended up doing that just to satisfy them a little bit more. It's pretty much the same exact drinks that they have over there, but whatever. I mean, I'd used up some space for it. And I also did a pretty funny little mess up whenever I opened this ride, and I'll explain it whenever I get there. I just sort of didn't notice what I was doing, and whatever. I usually do this for any rides that go underground. I just throw a bunch of rocks on top of it and just sort of make it into like a little cave, I guess, to sort of hide that just boxy looking entrance. I did use this, I want to say, in the last park, and maybe the park before. I use it quite a bit, just to get some detail going on in there, and to hide the box part, like I said. And this ride doesn't have any single particular theme to it. I went with the color scheme, sort of like a darkish gray and yellow, sort of like Batman, but not really. I didn't really have any kind of base or any kind of way that I wanted to, I guess, have a color scheme for this one. I just chose something that I didn't have in the park already, since I do have a lot of other colors, and I do have some different colors, like a darkish green, that's sort of like a forest kind of thing. And I did the food court in a weird kind of purple lavender color, and then I believe that first ride to the left is orange, if I remember. Either way, I wanted to do something that fit with that dark gray, and honestly anything probably would have fit, but a lighter color like this yellow just makes it look pretty nice, in my opinion. So far I haven't opened up the ride. I did add this little backstage area. You can't actually walk through it, obviously, just to sort of like add some detail to it. I mean, why not? I threw some trash cans down. I threw a little entrance thing for like a little building, but other than that, I was trying to figure out what else I could do to make it look like an actual backstage area, and I still like it. I wish I could add a few more things to it, but I'm pretty limited without mods, especially in the campaign. I don't think you can actually add or have mods in the campaign. I haven't actually tried it yet, but regardless, you can't really go over with detail. I mean, it's always nice to have more detail rather than none. And like I said, there is no theme to it. It's just there, I guess. And I still think that it fits pretty well in this park, just being over the little pond or lake or whatever it is, and just in that area going through the hillside, which is why I ended up naming it Hillside, though. So that's honestly all I could think of. If you have a better name, then, you know, like I said in the last one, just go ahead and comment it, and I will take a look at it. Let's see what else is new. I'm not sure when that funny part will end up coming up, but it'll be here eventually. Don't worry, you'll have a little laugh at it. I still have a Patreon if you guys want to check that out. I don't have any rewards set yet or anything like that. Maybe you guys can throw a comment down what I could use as a reward, or like maybe get a Discord server going, or I don't know, just whatever comes to mind. So that will be linked down below, as well as my Twitter and my Twitch, where I usually do streams. I try to keep the Parkitect streams on Sundays, but I won't always do it on a Sunday. So like this recording here isn't a stream, it's just from me playing yesterday, and I kind of see a like a black bar on the side of the screen, and I'm assuming that it's got something to do with the fact that I use a widescreen monitor, and it just doesn't really translate well whenever you use Streamlabs OBS for whatever reason. I mean, whenever I switch it over, it's perfectly in place, so it doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, I do apologize for that one too. Usually I think it's at the top, and I'm not sure how to get rid of it. I've tried making it larger, but then that cuts out like part of the bottom left for some reason, and then I tried just moving it over, and it's not even, so it sort of bugs me a little bit. I think this is the part. Oh no, I had a lot of problems when I was going through this park. The happiness rating was going down, food was going down, thirst was going down, and this is the I accidentally trapped them all in there. And just look at them flood. Just look at that. I did not realize that I was actually trapping them in there. And so by me doing that, they all got like angry and tired, and they all wanted to leave. So my I think it went from 350 people in the park to like 200 because everyone wanted to leave. And I can't believe I made that mistake, not realizing that I placed it in the wrong spot, facing the wrong way. I don't know how I did it. I must not have been paying attention or something. But still, it was pretty funny to just see them all pour out. They're like a bunch of ants just going everywhere in every direction. And that brought it down. If you look at the bottom left, there's a little green, it's not really a bar, it's sort of like a curve. That shows you your overall rating for your park. And if that goes down too much, then you're going to lose money and all of that good stuff. And I was losing money for a little bit. Even after placing that new ride and opening it, I started losing money just from that little accident. And I'm glad that I caught it when I did, because I probably would have had to restart all of it, or at least get some loans, which I do not like doing at all. It seems like a waste, and I will only get a loan if I absolutely have to, which is why I haven't gotten one since, I want to say, the second park. If I had one, I can't remember any of the other ones that I got. I think it was either the second or the third park that I did. So I'm on a pretty good roll with not using a loan, and I'm going to try to keep it that way. Just like I said, I don't like having to pay back the loan. And in general, in real life, I don't like having loans or anything like that, because I don't want to be in debt. And I sort of translate that over into this Parkitect series, I guess. So that's sort of my personal goal with it, is to just try to stay away from loans and stuff like that. As you can tell, I just placed down some extra drinks, and I also, towards the end of this, I throw down one more bathroom at the edge of it, and that will pretty much be it. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me through this series so far. I mean, we're on episode 17, and it is crazy. I haven't lasted this long making videos ever. This is pretty much my first time. So without you guys watching it and leaving likes, I probably wouldn't be doing this. So I do appreciate all of it, and hopefully I can, not mess up my words. But I will see you guys next time. So thank you for watching, and peace.